hull fill with water, sinking the back of the ship and thereby flooding the well deck. To come back up, those tanks are emptied by blowing the seawater out with compressed air. Ballasting counteracts any weight changes, maintaining equilibrium and keeping the LPD steady and afloat.
With the rear stern gate down, the LPD can do exactly what it was designed to do best: launch hovercraft out to sea. The lower stern gate is essentially like the lift gate on the back of a pickup truck, except this one weighs 55 tons. The question is, how do you install this thing? So this stern gate is being lifted by 2 cranes simultaneously. One located on the port side, the other on the starboard side. So both cranes are lifting in tandem, holding that stern gate, bringing that piece right towards us.
This is the part that makes me nervous.
Why?
Every minute that it's off the ground is a minute that something could happen. It could fall, it could do a lot of things.
It's Jason's job to make sure this 54-ton door fits properly into the hinges. If it doesn't, it could cause a ripple effect of delays throughout the shipyard.
Nelly, hook that one up over here.
So before lifting, Jason's team carefully measured to be sure everything would align. But there's no way to know for sure until the gate is physically in place.
So you see those pins right there and those hinges? That right there is what this lift is all about. As this piece comes closer, we're gonna have to actually reach under, pull the pin out of that hinge, thread that pin, just like a door, through this hinge. So where are we at? We're about 2 feet out right now, right?
Yeah, we're gonna come south and try to slip them on there. That's close.
That's close?
Full of pins. Full of...
To attach the stern gate to the ship, they must secure it with 15
Powered to the max.
Busting all the mysteries.
The hours of practice that actually went into making this work makes it awesome.
You have been warned. Fridays on Discovery Science.
The Navy's newest ship, the LPD, is specifically designed for amphibious assault.
Captain's on bridge.
Counting officer, my rudder is right 30 degrees, coming to course 115.
And for the first time in naval history, it can host an entire brigade of over 800 Marines. But this creates unprecedented challenges for the LPD.
Let's go, everybody ready?
And the most difficult is getting these Marines into position for battle.
So whether it's launching helos from the flight deck or LCACs from the well deck, getting these Marines close to the beach is what an LPD is all about.
Correct. Flight deck ops and wall deck ops. We want to be close enough to the beach, but not so close that they can start shooting stuff at us.
So we're far enough away to be safe, but close enough to get your Marines there as quickly as possible.
Absolutely.
But getting Marines close to the beach is not as easy as it sounds. With limited weapons topside, it's critical that the LPD remain unseen while operating this close to shore. The solution? State-of-the-art stealth.
The new class of LPD is actually larger than its predecessor, but its radar signature is significantly smaller. Now, the way they achieve that is something called angled topside design, which means when you're up on the deck, you will be hard-pressed to find a right angle anywhere.
And this angled design acts as a cloak against enemy radar. Radar calculates location by measuring the time it takes for a signal to bounce off a target and return. Like light off a mirror, flat surfaces return that signal directly to the source. But the angled surfaces change that direction. So by using this angle design, the LPD becomes one of the stealthiest ships in the Navy.
So even at the biggest scale of the octagonal-shaped covered mast, or even down here on the very walls of the ship, or even at the very smallest scale like a ladder, look at this. Even the rungs of this ladder are not perpendicular to the ground. Taking this 25,000-ton LPD and making it appear on radar like it's a 1,000-ton fishing boat.
For the most effective radar deflection, the angled hull must be as smooth as